So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Caros espectadores, a vossa atenção. Temos aqui uma criança perdida. Pedimos aos pais da criança que vestem uma t-shirt amarela e sapatilhas pretas, por favor de se dirigirem às informações.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Puskás! Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Goes for a shot! He's scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pull it. Now it's Puskás, and he's had a hit! Superb from Puskás! About as smooth as it gets! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Mohamed Salah! It's loose now and they want to get it back. De Bruyne. Pelé.
That pressing is so good. It's
Pelé! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pelé clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Chooses to go back. He's in a good position here. Van Dijk. Isco. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Gabon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Dunk. And it's Firmino. Xavi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cafu. Here's Roberto Carlos. Nesta. Pelé. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Milan with a free kick then.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Roberto Carlos! De Bruyne can see things, others simply cannot. Pull it. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for options for movement. Nesta. Cafu. And it's Hullet. Milan looking to pass their way through. Knocks it out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Bruyne carries the ball down the right. He's found a way through. Played in by Dani Carvajal. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Pressing high and with purpose. And Carvajal. He's picked his way through. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Roberto Carlos. Lobbed in behind. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pull it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cross to the back post. Isco.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
We are into stoppage time. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So once again, we're underway.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's picked out the run. Puskás. He's shifting through the gears here. Puskás! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Olise. And it's Carvajal. Delivery from Dani Carvajal.
Was that the first time we've seen them?
And Aubameyang! Good strike, quite an alarm.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Marquinhos. Shot could be on. Bullet! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's a pretty loose pass. Driving on and making good progress. Threads one in. Aubameyang receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played. Olise. Aubameyang is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. De Bruyne delivers. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Good read, needed to be. Engages and forces him off the ball. In with the challenge. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. Gullit. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 3, il numero 20, Ibrahimovic, il numero 7.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Drives it in. Up he goes! Crossed in once more. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Van der Sar clears.
Gabon really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Searching pass he's played there. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's been played through. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And they can counter here. That's a little off target. And he cuts out the supply. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. Well, and it's Firmino. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Olise! Oh, it's hit the post. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's De Bruyne. Well timed, excellent interception. Played into space. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Nesta clears. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Romario receives it in a wide position. And here's Bale, in towards the back stick. Cleared away. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. And this is Puskas! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Milan still without a single shot on target. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Floated through. Van der Sar attempts a clearance. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. And the keeper's got it again. And here's Romario. Now it's Messi. Pirlo. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Messi. And this is Romario. And Romario! He's beaten the keeper. And another try! And it's come back out to him. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pele can get it clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Nice interception, well timed. He's given the time to pick a pass. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Now it's Bale. Pele. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Thuram spots it and intercepts. And here's Cruyff. Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus, and they can counter here. Well, that has not gone well. Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Puyol calmly anticipates. Mateus. Oh, nicely intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a searching pass. Takes aim and... he's given it away. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's Salah. And here's Cruyff. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a cute ball. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Looking for the run. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now, can they get him away? And this is... Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now there's a fine ball. Mohamed Salah! Mo Salah! Sensational! About as smooth as it gets. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Puskás to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative.
Up he goes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Cruyff. Mateus. Ribéry. Now this could be a chance. Cleared without complication. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Vieira. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Dink through. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Pele gets into a good position. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Barcelona have their third corner. Bullet! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. No, that's been intercepted. And he's straight offside. And back to the keeper. Bale. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cambio di giocatori.